Breaking. Welcome to today's headlines. You will bear consequences. Compound Ekpa's woes. Ohanaeze cautions promoters. To my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, good evening. Please, before I go into details, kindly make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Now the details. Apex Igbo Socio-Cultural Organization, Ohanaeze in the Igbo, has suppressed consent over the rumored planned declaration of BIAFRA. Ohanaeze said it is compelled to issue a warning in the light of the recent development concerning the misguided declarations surrounding the so-called Biafran independence scheduled for December 2nd, 2024. The body stated that the actions being propagated by detained Simon Ekpa and his dissidents have perpetuated a cycle of violence, fear, and social-economic degradation that has devastated the southeastern region of Nigeria. This was contained in a statement issued on Friday by Ohanaeze's factional Secretary General, Okechukwu Isiguzoro. According to the statement, over the past 3 years, the detrimental activities orchestrated by Simon Ekpa and his associates had resulted in unprecedented pain. He said, once teeming with economic vitality and educational prowess, the Southeast now bears the scars of violence, where traditional ceremonies, weddings, and communal activities are increasingly forced to be held outside our homeland due to the crippling grip of insecurity. We must ask, what fruit have these discordant actions borne? As the insurrection purportedly anchored in the quest for Biafran autonomy yielded any tangible gains for the people of the Southeast? Have they succeeded in stemming Nigerians' oil production or compelling the federal government to divert its investment to our region? Let it be clear that the answer is an unambiguous no. Instead, we have witnessed a staggering loss over 34 trillion naira in investment opportunities evaporating from our 95 local government areas since these dissidents embarked on their catastrophic voyage of violence. The Igbos are the primary victims of this reckless crusade, and it is offensive to witness the opportunistic individuals flourishing in the midst of this turmoil while our communities languish. In light of the alarming reality we now face, Ohanaeze indeed calls upon the Biafrans gathering in Finland to recognize that they lack the mandate to represent the voices of Igbos at home and in the diaspora in declaring a separate sovereign nation. We urge them to reconsider their action and to desist from actions that threaten to further entrench the cycle of violence and suffering in our homeland. Isiguzoro further warned the proponents that the relentless quest for a declaration of Biafran independence not only undermines our collective sentiment but also risks compounding Simon Ekpa's existing legal troubles in Finland. Any provocations linked to their misguided endeavors will only serve as additional evidence against him in the foreseeable legal engagement come May 2025. Thus, we implore those individuals captured by the allure of violence to step back from this path of devastation, a route that is fraught with doom. It is appalling that while the federal government seeks reconciliation with Niger Delta militants and rehabilitate Boko Haram combatants, offering amnesty and negotiations, those pursuing the BIAFRA narratives have predominantly faced brutality and disregard. We reiterate, individuals committed to the declaration of Biafran independence in Finland will bear full responsibility for any eventual repercussions born from their reckless pursuit. Now we've come to the end of our today's news, and now before I go, let's move down to the comment section. The first comment I have here says, the only thing I observed about Igbo is that they don't always think deeply before taking action. That has to do with politics and government. I don't think seeking separate is evil or bad, but when you have already arrogantly made others around you your enemy, achieving your proposal will become difficult. And the last comment which I have here for today's news says, it is so laughable that Igbos are now clamoring for secession, which they thought Zig blatantly opposed in 1914 and 1945, and even stand against inclusion of secession clause in the then new constitution in 1959, despite Yoruba and Hausa glaring support for it because of the Igbo sinister intention to annex the whole of Nigeria. Now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let's know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.